All right, let's go back to the NFL now, because these last three, I don't think will come of any surprise. Maybe one or two, because of how well they have played. Um, this other guy, um, I talked about his replacement in Cleveland already. If you see him here, he is now in Tampa Bay. He was the replacement for Tom Brady, who actually won a Super Bowl for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just a few seasons ago before he retired. Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield had the best game out of anybody on Sunday. The best game as a quarterback. He completely balled out. Now, it is against the Washington Commanders, who have not been good the last few seasons. They did have the number two overall pick this year, and they got their quarterback in Jaden Daniels, who's looking like he's going to be the future for those guys. And he had a pretty good game. He didn't have any turnovers. He had two rushing touchdowns, 16 carries for 88 yards. Which was a rookie record for a quarterback. But Baker, man, he just made some amazing plays in that game. There were times where the protection broke down and he still made plays with his legs to be able to get a first down or not allow a sack. So he did that. Mike Evans, who didn't have a great receiving yardage kind of a game, honestly, had two touchdowns in that game. He had one on the left side against Benjamin St. Juice, which was a phenomenal throw that was thrown by Baker, and that gave him an opportunity to score. So Jalen McMillan, the rookie, got a touchdown on his first catch of his NFL season, his NFL career. Got a touchdown catch against the Washington Commanders as well. And then Chris Godwin had another catch. And he had the best game out of all the receivers in that game. 8 catches for 83 yards and a tud. 8 targets. So every time it was thrown to Chris Godwin, he got a catch. And that's because Baker was accurate. He played a phenomenal game that Sunday. And it wasn't much they could really do. He was only sacked one time for 9 yards. He had an 86 QBR, 146.4 passer rating, threw for 289 yards, 24 of 30. So he was accurate. He played a great game on Sunday. And it's about time that Baker gets his just due. Baker looked good last year, led this team to win a division, took them to the playoffs, got a playoff win against the reigning NFC champions at that time, the Philadelphia Eagles, who were on a losing streak during that time and definitely were out their top receiver, A.J. Brown. But nonetheless, won the game 32-9 at home in the playoffs, and then comes back after losing the playoff game to the Detroit Lions in the first game of the season. 37 points on the Washington Commanders, who have a new head coach, new defensive coordinator. Got some key pieces on that defense now. But there's still a learning curve for the Commanders. But Baker looks like he may be in line for another good season this year. And that's just off of one game. I get it. But he had a phenomenal game on Sunday, and he deserves to be talked about. Baker, welcome.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.